A new BBC documentary is putting fresh scrutiny on Jared Leto and what the film calls Hollywood's dark secret. The documentary, titled Jared Leto, Hollywood's Dark Secret, delves into allegations of sexual misconduct against the Oscar-winning actor and musician. It builds on 2025 reporting by Elena Clavarino and Airmail, reporting that Leto denied at the time, and compiles more than 120 online allegations relating to harassment and sexual misconduct. The film also depicts what it describes as an array of enablers, people who would make sure teenage girls were brought backstage, invited to after-parties, and escorted to hotel rooms. It paints a portrait of a man who used his Hollywood fame and rock star persona to initiate troubling physical and verbal contact with women, most of them very young, all powerless compared with him. Leto did not initially reply to the BBC's inquiries. After the documentary was released, he issued a statement saying, quote, "I have never sexually assaulted anyone in my entire life. These claims are absolutely and categorically false," end quote. That response follows what the author Maureen Ryan calls a familiar new playbook for celebrities facing serious allegations. Instead of a long rebuttal or a strenuous apology, the pattern now is to ignore everything or stonewall with no comment, maybe deny the allegations with a succinct sentence or two, then either unleash legal threats on a publication and reporter in an attempt to quash the reporting or say nothing further and wait for the scandal to pass. Ryan, a former TV critic and author of Burn It Down, Power, Complicity, and A Call for Change in Hollywood, argues that Hollywood has an ignoble history of covering up stars' horrible behavior. In the wake of Me Too, she says a new well-oiled anti-accountability machine has flourished. The shrinking array of publications dedicated to covering Hollywood are often in rough financial shape and dependent on celebrity coverage, making them vulnerable to intimidation by threats of losing access to other celebrities. The allegations against Leto were not a surprise to some in Hollywood. This was another case of what the industry calls everybody knows widespread knowledge that has been insufficient to produce meaningful consequences. Ryan notes that as a journalist covering the entertainment business, she has been made aware of these open secrets constantly, but an entire system exists to keep victims quiet and revelations out of the public eye. That dynamic, she writes, played out again with Mr. Leto. Thanks for listening. I'm your host, and we'll be back soon with more.